How's everybody doing? Okay, so I am doing a quick favorites of something I don't think anybody else but me is doing. But have I dusted my shadow out? That's what's important. Okay, sorry about that. I hadn't done it. I'm having iced coffee today, and let me tell you, somebody asked me what makes coffee so good when you ice it. It just tastes like iced coffee. No. The key is you make medium roast. Don't make it too strong. My kind. Some of you may like really, really strong. But, so medium strength, real cream, instead of like a powder when you're mixing it. And then add vanilla, fresh vanilla, and crushed ice. Makes it better. So what am I going to talk to you about today that's my favorites? Well, you could tell by the title that I'm going to show you my 10 favorite Christmas day after Thanksgiving. Actually, I start on the day of Thanksgiving. Videos. So, and we're going to do them. Am I going to do them in any particular order? I don't know, y'all, because it's hard. I am going to save the best, my favorites, for last. Did I get them all? Yeah. Okay. So, last 5. So, the first 5, I guess I'll do them kind of the furthest out. Okay. Actually, I love all these. I could watch them all 100 times, and I do. I just keep the VCR going. Downstairs, no VCR. That used to be VCR, and then I had to switch all the same movies over to DVD, and then whatever comes, I'll have to do it again. But anyway, okay, so let's get to it. The first, I guess, furthest out. I love this one, though, because it's so traditional. It always makes, all of these make me emotional. I don't know why. I guess because when you look into the past, it makes you think about that compared to the future, the time's shorter, or less people are with you, and it can get sad. But I try to, in those times, put in my happy movies. And so this one is the Charlie Brown Christmas. Yes, it's the Charlie Brown Christmas featuring the Vince Guaraldi Trio music. Also, if you want a DVD to play in the background in your home, Vince Guaraldi Trio, the Christmas, the Peanuts, I think they call it the Peanuts Christmas, or maybe they do call it Charlie Brown. I don't know, but it's I think they call it Charlie Brown Christmas Vince Guaraldi Trio. Get that DVD, get that CD and play it in like a kitchen CD player, just on very low. And it's just nice to have it kind of going through the house lightly. Or bedroom to sleep at night. Anyway, so that's that one. Next, another favorite, and this has become a favorite over the past couple of years. I didn't know about it before, but it's Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick in Deck the Halls. This one is really cute. This is a little different. It's about 2 neighbors learning to get along and what people's dreams and goals are and helping each other get there versus fight about it all the time. But it's really cute. Really, really cute. Next, another funny one just like it is Elf. This is a classic, I think, to most people. And it really is. Everybody loves Elf. This is one that we always put in when the grandbabies come over. They love this one. It's really good. Alright, and this is another one that we put in when the grandbabies come over. But I usually like to have this one at night. I don't know why. I think because there's something so, I don't know, nostalgic about it. But it's the Polar Express. And this is a favorite of a lot of kids my grandbaby's age because it's new. Or it's newer than some of these older ones. And then before that time was this time. And it's the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. And I have to tell you, of all the Santa Clauses, because they have 2 and 3. The first one's the one I really like. The others I'll tolerate, but I don't like them as much. I really like this one, and I'll play this over and over and over. Absolutely love this. It's one of those that gets it going. Okay, now we're getting to the 5 that just stay in the DVD player. Okay? Furthest one out. Okay, on Thanksgiving Day, I typically start with this. And it is an older movie, and it's a classic. And what you mean by a classic, whether it's in fashion, whether it's in makeup, whether it's in movies, whether it's in clothes, that means that it has stood the test of time, meaning all generations love this movie. And as long as you keep passing it on, the next generation likes it too. But you got to keep passing it on. It's Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life with James Reed and James Stewart, Jimmy Stewart, and Donna Reed, and it's just a classic. And this is really important because in the time period, it was right after the war, and people were suicidal. It was very, very poor. You had stock exchange issues, which this goes into. So this is my parents' era, but even people my age and people below my age love this movie. It's a true love story. It's just a good 40s movie. It's a story of family. It's a story of overcoming power and the worst of catastrophes, war and the stock market crash. It's a story of friendship, overcoming all, and it has a spiritual side to it about an angel who helps a man who becomes so desperate he's suicidal at Christmas. This is a problem in real life, so this is a really good one. And I start off Thanksgiving with this. You have the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and then you put in It's a Wonderful Life. And it's just got an incredible ending. Next, after watching that, though, you get a little emotional. So this is another Thanksgiving Day Parade one that we have to have because this starts off with the Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it's another older one. Miracle on 34th Street, another classic. This has the young Natalie Wood as a little girl, and it's just an incredible story about the power to believe. And it's the belief in Santa Claus, but it's really more important than that. It's about believing in each other. So it's really a really good classic. It's really a really good classic. I love it. I also love that there is just, this is the old movies, the way that they design scenes. There's scenes at this, all the way through it, that if you just freeze frame, it's a Christmas card. Every freeze frame, it's just incredible. But anyway, this is another favorite. Then another one that I just absolutely adore, and I fell in love with it years ago, but I didn't know about it when I was younger, but it's called The Bishop's Wife. This has been remade, I think, with Whitney Houston. Can't remember who remade it, but I adore Whitney, should I say. Any singer, which I am, loves Whitney Houston because she was like the best of the best. But no one's ever done the national anthem as good as her. I don't know, Sandy Patty did good too. Anyway, The Bishop's Wife is about protecting faith, hope, and charity. And you end up finding out about all of this, and it's very well done. It's just a couple of characters, really. And oh my gosh, I love The Bishop's Wife, Bishop's Home. But this is just good. Give it a chance when it first gets going. It feels kind of slow, but if you've seen it more than once, it really grows on you. And I absolutely love it, love it, love it. They almost reverse the characters. This has got David Niven and Cary Grant and Loretta Young. That's the three main characters. There's also many others, but Gladys Cooper, who plays this, what seems like this wicked rich woman, and in the end, God changes her. It's an amazing thing about an angel. I won't tell you who becomes the angel, but I will tell you the two characters, an angel that shows up and a bishop that's asking God for help, and his wife. And they almost reverse the roles of these, and I think it would have been catastrophic. This is perfectly cast, the most perfectly cast movie I've seen, and it always gets me in a very Christmassy movie. And then, if there's ever a sad one, you always have to have this one handy, because Home Alone is another classic, and it's just fun, it's funny, it's lively, it keeps moving. There's Home Alone 2, again, just like the Santa Claus. I often do those two back to back. The second and third ones don't really add up to the first one. This is just an incredible, incredible classic. I could leave this on 24 hours. But my favorite all time, I can't help it, White Christmas, y'all. This is older. It's the story of the end of World War II and the fact that you had a general who no longer had a job, and that was considered worse than being at war. Yeah, it's really good. But what's really incredible is the stories behind the story in this one. The costumes are sensational. Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye are sensational. Rosemary Clooney and Vera Ellen. Vera Ellen was anorexic, and that's why in this movie they had all scenes. She has turtlenecks because of the way that it affected her skin to lose so much weight. But she's an incredibly talented dancer, and she gave everything to it. You know, it's very common actually to have anorexia nervosa be a part of dancers' lives. I remember when I was studying, I have a psychology degree, and when I was studying at Georgia State University, I had to do my thesis, and it was on the Atlanta Ballet and anorexia nervosa, and which it's not just an eating disorder, it's really a emotional issue, and it goes from the past. It doesn't really have a lot to do with eating. It just comes out in eating and controlling, and by controlling eating, that is one of the ways that the person feels in control. And you see this often for prima ballerinas and other ballerinas because it's such a dog-eat-dog business. I mean, it's just really tough. And the focus, of course, is on their bodies. So, anyway, you see Vera Ellen, you have a respect for her as a dancer, but it's really kind of sad because when you look at her waist in every single outfit and the fact that she has to have a turtleneck in every single scene, you think, oh, this is kind of sad. But also because it starts off with war. But it ends up with, by the way, this Pine Tree, Vermont, and this resort that they're in, I fell in love with. Tried to find it. It's totally fictional. It's all set. I wish it wasn't. I'd love to have a house like that. Yo, you just got to see it. It's just incredible. Some of the best music ever. White Christmas. The end looks like a Christmas card, a postcard, whatever you want to call it. Let's see where we're at. Okay. Yeah, and the very last scene you see, it is truly Irving Berlin's music, and who directed this? Michael Curtiz. This is just like one of the best movies of all times for Christmas. Bing Crosby actually worried about shooting him singing the song because it was a #1 hit, and he was concerned it wouldn't be. And they added Rosemary Clooney doing, and that's George Clooney's aunt, by the way. But they added her doing in the harmony, and it's beautiful. My favorite thing is, I love While You're Dancing, and I love Mandy. Those are 2 songs you'll see in there. But then just also Blue Skies is in there, Sisters is in there, Count Your Blessings. The Count Your Blessings I have completely rewritten for my grandbabies to say, and when you go to sleep, think of your granny. It says counting your blessings. Anyway, these are my top 10. Tell me, comment below, what are your top 10? Or if you don't want to put your top 10, put your top 2 or 3 Christmas movies of all time. And I will see you again on my next video.